Just like any other year in 2021, there was no shortage of celebrities getting exposed. Some of it was just petty drama, while others caused career-ending scandals. But before we get into this list, I want to let you know we just launched a new channel called Where Are They Now, where we'll be diving into celebrities you might have forgotten about, or what happened to a celebrity after a messy scandal. We have tons of juicy videos up on the channel right now, so make sure to check it out at the link below. In at number 10, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck got tons of backlash after he suggested that his drinking problem was entirely caused by his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner. In his interview with Howard Stern, Affleck said he'd, quote, probably still be drinking if he had remained trapped in that marriage, saying, quote, I was like, I can't leave because of my kids, but I'm not happy. What do I do? And what I did was drink a bottle of scotch and fall asleep on the couch, which turned out not to be the solution. Many found these comments ridiculous because Garner tried to help Affleck with his addiction issues even after they split. Apparently, Garner drove Affleck to rehab 3 separate times after they split, and people felt like he was placing blame on her for his actions. Apparently, even his current girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, was not thrilled by the comments. A source said that she was pissed that she was pulled into it because of their relationship, although Lopez later issued a statement saying that that was not true and she supported Ben. Affleck later went on Jimmy Kimmel to apologize, and he claimed he came off as the, quote, worst, most insensitive, stupid, awful guy for saying that his marriage was part of why I started drinking. But many will not be changing their negative opinion of him anytime soon. And at number 9, David Dobrik. 2021 was truly the worst year ever for David Dobrik. He got in 2 scandals that had the potential to be career-ending, but somehow he managed to come back after a long break and convince fans to support him again. In 2021, an explosive insider article came out that shared the story of a girl who was taken advantage of by Vlog Squad member Dirty Dom. The woman also accused David of facilitating a toxic workplace environment that led to her. But that's not all. Around this time, it was also exposed that David was responsible for an accident that almost took the life of his friend, Jeff Wittick. Jeff was partaking in a stunt for David's vlog, but it went horribly wrong, and David took things too far, leading Jeff to have serious, life-threatening injuries to his face and eye. David took a long break, but is posting to YouTube once again. And at number 8, Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen is one of the most controversial figures on social media, so it's not surprising that she got in a massive scandal in 2021. It seems that Chrissy is more than just a troll on social media, and she can actually be quite the bully as well. She bullied many celebrities over the years like Courtney Stodden and Avril Lavigne, even coming after children at some points. Her main target seemed to be Courtney Stodden, who spoke out against Teigen and her harassment many times. All of her and her tweets were incredibly disgusting and made the entire internet turn on her. Chrissy decided to leave the internet following the backlash to reflect on her words and actions, but the time she took away only turned out to be a measly 23 days. She couldn't even pretend she was actually going to change her ways and work on herself. Her return to the internet was not taken well, and many of her fans have stopped supporting her. She also just got backlash for hosting a Squid Games themed party. Many think it's ironic because she would have been the rich person paying to watch in the real show. And at number 7, Morgan Wallen. Country singer Morgan Wallen was on track to become one of the biggest country stars of all time, until he was caught using the N-word on a security camera. Wallen was already on thin ice with the public after he left the SNL crew scrambling to replace him as a musical guest on the show when he broke quarantine guidelines right before his appearance. At the time the footage was released, Wallen's most recent album was breaking country records, but after the incident he apologized, saying, quote, I'm embarrassed and sorry. I used an unacceptable and inappropriate racial slur that I wish I could take back. The public was so outraged that his music was blacklisted from radio stations and he was taken off Spotify playlists. Since the scandal, he started touring again and is still breaking country music records, although he is still banned from award shows and has been ostracized by fellow country stars. And at number 6, Nicki Minaj. Right before the Met Gala, Nicki Minaj made headlines for publicly tweeting that she was not taking the COVID-19 vaccine and was not planning to anytime soon. On September 13th, she tweeted, quote, my cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen, his friend was weeks away from getting married, now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied. This tweet sent the internet ablaze, with many saying it was not a reaction to the vax and most likely the man got an STD while cheating on his fiancée. Trinidad and Tobago's health minister said 2 days later that the claim was debunked after being investigated. Nicki then added that she would not be attending the Met Gala because of the vaccine requirement, adding, quote, they want you to get vaccinated for the Met. If I get vaccinated, it won't be for the Met, it'll be once I feel like I've done enough research. Halfway number 5, Azealia Banks. In 2021, Azealia Banks was exposed for potentially participating in witchcraft when she posted a very shocking video online. For some reason, Banks decided to post a video of herself digging up her dead cat that had been buried for months. But that's not all. Then she showed herself boiling the cat. It's truly unsettling and I would not recommend that any of you watch it. She captioned the video, "Lucifer 2009 to 2020, my dear kitty, thank you for everything. A legend and icon, forever a serve will serve." Many fans assume that Banks ate the cat afterwards or that she was performing some sort of witchcraft on it. She later confirmed that that was not the case and she decided to boil the cat because she wanted to honor him with taxidermy. She said, quote, "No, I didn't eat the cat. I especially would not eat a cat that's been dead for 3 months." But like still, why did she need to post that video? I'm still scarred. And at number 4, Chris Noth. Following the release of the Sex and the City reboot called And Just Like That, lead actor Chris Noth has been accused of sexual crimes against 2 women. The women, who remained anonymous, said that the events happened in 2004 and 2015. Noth and these women had sexual relations which were not consensual. After the allegations became public, Peloton decided to pull their ad featuring the actor. Both women told The Hollywood Reporter that Noth's return to Sex and the City franchise had triggered the memories of their experiences with him many years ago. One woman claimed that he forced himself on her against her will. Another said the relations they had were consensual, but she felt very violated after the experience. Neither encounter was reported to the police at the time, and the 3 leading women on Sex and the City have now issued a statement supporting the women that have come out against Noth. And at number 3, Jen Shah. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City just seems to be getting better and better, and the drama with cast member Jen Shah is not going anywhere anytime soon. Weeks ago we saw Jen get arrested during the show, now we get to see Jen fighting for her freedom. Shah was arrested by the feds on March 30th of 2021 for allegedly ripping off elderly people in a telemarketing scam. She's facing charges of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering, the maximum sentence of 30 years in prison if found guilty. Initially, it seemed that Jen was tipped off that the cops were coming for her, and that's why she suddenly left the planned trip. But now she's claiming that she's completely innocent and the cops have gone after her for no reason. And the cops don't just choose someone to investigate for months and then arrest in a sting operation, so clearly they have some serious dirt on her that might put her behind bars. And at number 2, Tristan Thompson. It feels like there is no such thing as a year without Tristan Thompson cheating on Khloe, and sadly 2021 was no different. We learned about the cheating after a woman named Marilee Nichols filed a paternity lawsuit for her newborn son. Nichols at first did not share any details, but after Thompson started attacking her online, she gave the full story of their relationship. She claimed that while she was in California, she met Tristan at a party at his home in 2020. Then in March of 2021, they slept together on his birthday, along with having a relationship for months afterwards. And sadly, Khloe and Tristan were together at that time, and he admitted that he cheated with Nichols. From the statements that have been given, it seems likely that Nichols will win the suit, and that Thompson will have 3 children with 3 different women. And finally, at number 1, Scott Disick. Scott Disick was savagely exposed in 2021 for being a jealous ex. It was pretty clear to fans of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that Scott was never over Kourtney since their split. But that was made clear when private DMs leaked that showed that Scott was trashing Kourtney's new relationship. After paparazzi photos showed Kourtney and Travis showing tons of PDA while on a trip in Italy, Scott DM'd Eunice Benjima, Kourtney's other ex-boyfriend, and wrote, quote, "Yo, is this chick okay? Bro, like what is this? In the middle of Italy?" Clearly trying to initiate a conversation where they both trash Kourtney. But to everyone's surprise, even though it seems like Kourtney and Eunice ended things kinda badly, Eunice did not trash Kourtney. And he responded, quote, "Doesn't matter to me as long as she's happy. P.S. I ain't your bro." Eunice shared the whole conversation publicly, so it made things even more awkward between Scott and Kourtney. Shortly after this, Scott's girlfriend at the time, Amelia Hamlin, dumped him as well. So that's all for the list, guys. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and we'll catch you in the next one.